When are they ever going to get the memo? The memo that Prince Harry doesn't want anything to do with these British tabloids. You know, I saw, for example, the editor of Daily Mail, Paul Darker's, speech after Daily Mail won their case as he mocked Prince Harry. He was saying that Diana, you know what, he worked with us, all that stuff. Like they're trying to insinuate that Prince Harry also should be working with them.
Yeah.
A tabloid that wishes divorce upon him. A tabloid that insults his children. A tabloid that never gave Meghan any peace when she was pregnant, carrying Harry's child. Despite Harry's pleas, leave her alone, leave her alone, leave her alone. They never ever listened.
Yeah.
We've seen many things even since yesterday. We've seen how these so-called role experts who say the most negative things about Prince Harry, what do they want? They want to be standing next to him.
Yeah.
They want to be in the same room as him. I've seen them trying to force their way in to the venue where Harry was.
Yes.
Just because Prince Harry doesn't have Met police protection. Just because of that. If he did, what they're doing would not be happening. So already you can see how Charles and William have endangered Harry's safety himself by not granting Harry Met police protection.
Yes.
And it is one of the cruelest things that Charles and William are doing to right now to Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lily Diana. And there are still those carnival or so-called experts who don't get the memo, as I've said, whereby they think that they can mock Prince Harry and that Prince Harry wants to be around them.
Yeah.
Things don't work that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Brian. Welcome back to Grace Loves on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
And please, if you're watching, take a moment and please kindly beg of you subscribe and watch our ever-growing family on YouTube. So please kindly subscribe and like this video, please. Yeah, so Grace, you can go ahead.
Yes, Brian. So Prince Harry today was at the Royal Chelsea Hospital for an engagement and he gave the UK media the slip up. What happened?
I will always love Prince Harry. One thing is for sure, he keeps on sending this message to the UK media: I can't stand you.
Yeah. Yes.
That's his message to them. Yeah. I can't stand you. And I prefer to be anywhere else, just not be, around you.
Yeah.
So basically, here is what happened. So Prince Harry, did continue his trip to the UK on Wednesday, attending a series of private meetings having to do with the Invictus Games Foundation at the Royal Hospital in Chelsea.
Yeah.
And Prince Harry, what he did was that, of course, Prince Harry, he avoided the waiting reporters and photographers who were there by entering the hospital grounds via a side road just before 12:30 p.m. local time. So Prince Harry avoided them.
Yeah.
Those reporters who were waiting for him to enter, the hostel in, Royal Chelsea Hostel. Harry was like, listen, I'm not going there. I don't want to see these people.
Yeah.
Let me use a different, side to avoid them. And that's what Harry did. Yesterday at Chatham House,
yes,
Harry wasn't able to do
yeah,
that because, as you can see, the only entrance was that one place whereby they knew that's the only entrance.
Yeah.
So Prince Harry could not avoid them basically.
Sure.
But this time he was able to avoid them, and I think that this just shows you one thing: Prince Harry does not want to be around these tabloids.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be around people who lie about him, who insult him, his wife, his kids. He doesn't want to be around them. But as you can see with their own two eyes, these people who abuse him are the ones who want to be the most around him.
Yes.
Even though Harry doesn't want anything to do with them.
Yeah. In this engagement, Brian, he was supposed to be there with Meghan. How do you think he is feeling right now?
Even though in the photos and that we have seen, Harry of course looks happy to, of course, do what he does. Prince Harry is someone who would like support veterans who are sick, injured, and wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, today he was supposed to be at this event with Megan, the mother of his kids, his wonderful wife.
Yeah.
But because of the actions of William and Charles of denying him security to come with Megan and Archie, he was unable to of course come over with his wife and son.
Yeah.
So his wife basically. I don't think that even if Archie was there,
Children. Yeah,
they
sure.
would bring them there. So let me just say, of course, Megan.
Megan. Yeah.
So what I can say is that even though Harry, of course, looks happy, I'm sure that deep inside, of course, he wanted to do this with Megan.
Yeah.
The mother of his kids. He just wants, of course, her support,
Yeah.
her being there by, of course, his side. But Harry, of course, understands, that if it was up to Megan, Megan would be there supporting him,
Yeah.
supporting, of course, her husband. But sadly, she wasn't able to be there because of what UK media have been doing to her with the smear campaign, with the hate campaign, and Prince Harry, of course, without security, Harry has said time and time again, there is no way he will ever bring his wife Meghan and his kids to an unsafe environment, especially without security.
That is
no
true.
way.
Yeah.
Because Harry loves and, of course, adores his family.
Sure.
He said himself that, of course, he doesn't want his kids to be harassed, paparazzi, if, of course, they are ever in the UK.
Yeah.
That's how much Harry loves his kids. But if it up to William or Charles, they do that to him and his kids. So I'm happy that Prince Harry, isn't taking any risks when it comes to safety of his wife and kids.
Children. Yeah. Yes. There are reports King Charles wants to see Archie and Lilibet Diana. What do you make of them?
Bogus and just honestly false. I don't think that after the kind of disrespect that Harry has been shown, I don't even think that Prince Harry even is in a mood to have Charles play games with him.
Yes.
Because what Charles here is doing is, first of all, wrong. I feel like Charles has promised UK media a photograph of Archie and Lily Bedana. I said, of course, fulfill the terms of their agreement by trying to get them that. And there's no way Prince Harry will come to the UK without security for his wife and children. There's no. I don't think even after what has happened with how Charles, said that he was offering Harry a place to stay and then took it away. I don't think Harry can trust that, not to happen if his wife and kids are around. Because just think about this, for example, if Charles invites Meg and Archie, Lilibet, then they come and then Charles says, I'm withdrawing my offer. What do they do? What do they do?
Yeah.
He just wants to be able to humiliate them.
Yes.
And Prince Harry must not allow Charles to do that to his wife and kids.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please can you subscribe and support our ever-growing family on YouTube.
Yes.
And thank you to every single person who's joined in Grace Loves to my YouTube channel. And please keep on subscribing and supporting our ever-growing community.
Yes.
Thank you and goodbye, and see you on our next video. Bye.
Bye.